Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. On the 24th of February 2025, the state of Idaho filed a motion in Limine regarding immediate family members in the courtroom, and what the state is seeking, if you look at page 1 of this filing, is a two-part in Limine. That means pretrial order. Number 1, guidance from the court regarding who the court recognizes as immediate families under IC 1953-063 and State v. Payne, which is a 2008 Idaho Supreme Court case. And secondly, for an order allowing those immediate family members to remain in the courtroom for the entirety of the trial currently scheduled to begin on August 11th, 2025. And that date is taken from the October 9th, 2024 pretrial and trial order rendered by Judge Stephen J. Hippler. Page 1 of that order states that the trial will commence on this date, August 11th, 2025. However, there's a section right above it that states voir dire, which is the process of jury selection, begins July 30th, 2025 at 9 o'clock a.m. And if you would like to review that order, please follow the link that I have provided in the description to this podcast episode. That will also take you to the links where this order, where this motion in Limine is located, as well as an exhibit that is referenced on page 2 of this motion. This is where the state says the state is requesting an order pursuant to the Idaho Constitution and Idaho statute allowing immediate family members of the homicide victims to be present during the entire trial, regardless of when they are scheduled to testify. And then there's case law, constitutional law that's cited, and then the third paragraph, page 2, the state has attached a list of the immediate family members the state believes should be considered victims by statute and therefore should be allowed to be present if they choose during the entire trial, regardless of whether or not they testify. See State's Exhibit S as in Sam 1 attached, and that's the document that I mentioned earlier that has the names redacted, however, the relationships to the students listed. This is signed by Ashley S. Jennings. She is the senior prosecuting attorney for the County of Latah, where, of course, 1122 King Road was located and where these horrendous crimes of November 13th, 2022 occurred. Mr. Kohberger, of course, is considered innocent of the 5 first-degree felonies he has been charged with, and that presumption of innocence cloaks him every step of the proceedings up to and including and unless that future jury at trial, after trial, concludes that Mr. Kohberger is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. If they do not make that finding and he is acquitted, then matters end. If not, then there will be a second phase, which is the penalty phase of the case. Because this is a motion in limine, the defense will have an opportunity to file what's called a response in opposition if they choose. That date is scheduled for later during the month of March, and then a reply if the state decides to reply to the defense's response is also due later in March. This is leading up to the hearings on the motions in limine, which are set to occur on April 9th and 10th before Judge Stephen J. Hippler. And then thereafter, Judge Hippler is going to render orders on all of the motions in limine that are currently pending before the court. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone podcast. My name's Kathy. Thanks for joining us here today.